This is the highest rated 7-Eleven in America. And this is the highest rated 7-Eleven in Taiwan. And today, we are here to find out what the difference is between the two. The rules are simple. Everything I eat and drink has to come from 7-Eleven. I am not allowed to buy the same thing twice. And this challenge does not end until 24 hours has passed. I feel like people love to talk about how superior the 7-Elevens in Asian countries are compared to America, but come on, how different could they possibly be? I'm here to settle the debate once and for all. And of course, in order to do that, we'll have to head to our first destination. We're here. This is one of the lowest rated 7-Elevens in Los Angeles. Let's see what the reviews think. Daniel says, I ate a hot dog and got severe abdominal pain a few hours later. I had to go to the emergency room at 10 o'clock p.m. The hot dog was the only thing I ate. 2 stars. If you had to go to the ER at 10 o'clock p.m. but you still gave it 2 stars, I don't know what that says about the 7-Eleven or maybe Daniel, but it's not looking great. Jim says, you will have an accident in this parking lot. 1 star. Oliver says, never again. 1 star. You know, this is kind of starting to make me regret even choosing this place, but hey, I mean, at least we didn't get into a car accident yet. A lot of these reviews don't seem very happy with this 7-Eleven, but unfortunately, I am just a little bit hungry and we don't have many other options out there, so... Well, actually, we have literally 0 other options. We have to eat here, so... yeah, let's go and hopefully not get into a car accident or head to the ER. Right when I walked into the store, I was immediately met with the smell of cigarettes, and to be honest, not the most pleasant smell. The store itself was pretty large, but for the most part, it just looked like an average 7-Eleven. Nothing special, nothing crazy, just average. Hello everyone, and welcome back. As you guys can see, we are back from 7-Eleven, and surprisingly, I don't think that 7-Eleven was like terrible. I mean, it did smell a little bit like cigarettes, and it wasn't, you know, the most technically advanced place I've ever seen, but you know, you're not going to a 7-Eleven for like a Michelin star dining experience, right? So it was okay, but let me show you what we've gotten today. This is the first meal of the day, but I thought we would get some sour strips. I mean, you can't go wrong with this, right? It's one part of the food plate diagram. Next, they did have this like quick eats frozen foods section, and I saw the Lunchables. Unfortunately, there weren't that many great options for healthy eating. I mean, Lunchables, it's like cheese, turkey, and like crackers, so it doesn't get that much better than that in 7-Eleven, but it is what it is. Next, of course, gotta fill out the drink section. I did get a Gatorade. I was thinking about getting water, but that's a little bit basic. And then I wanted Arizona iced tea, but they didn't have like the resealable bottles. Gatorade it is. We got the lemon lime flavor. And finally, you know I had to do it. 1 hot dog. According to one unlucky reviewer, they said that they were sent to the ER with this hot dog. And I mean, I've never gotten a hot dog from 7-Eleven, but take a look at this. It is like, what is that? The bread? Like, they gave me a disassembled hot dog and I have to put this thing together myself? Are you kidding me? Unfortunately, did not get any condiments in the store, but yeah. I think I'm gonna start with the Lunchables here. Holy, this is sad. I think this was like, actually, how much did all of this come out to? Let's see. This, everything you see here is a whopping $14.50. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. I think oh my God, it's been so long since I've eaten Lunchables. How do you even do this? Bon appetit. That taste right there is childhood. There is certainly a reason your parents did not want you to get Lunchables for lunch. At least my parents. All right, we're gonna move on to the hot dog here. This is supposedly the ER sending hot dog. I can't lie, I am a little bit concerned. Just, you know, the state of this hot dog, as well as the fact that this bun came packaged. Wow, delicious. Look at that. My cameraman is snacking on my Lunchables. Anyways, okay, this is really, really dry. It also has a little bit of a weird aftertaste. I can't lie. It's not terrible. I think if we had some, like, you know, ketchup or some other condiments with this, it would be fine. But this hot dog by itself, I would probably not recommend eating. All right, and last but not least, the one thing I was looking forward to out of this haul, we have some sour strips. That's the good stuff. I wouldn't recommend eating this every single day, but every once in a while, as a treat, these things do hit. Hot dog was a bit dry. Inflation goes crazy these days. Would recommend getting the sour strips though. 2.5 stars. After we left 7-Eleven, thankfully unscathed from the parking lot, I stopped by the beach since I had nothing else to do. I finished my hot dog and Lunchables, thankfully with no stomach pain, and headed off to our second destination of the day. This is the highest rated 7-Eleven in Los Angeles, believe it or not, and I gotta say, I am starving. We drove over an hour in LA traffic just to get here, and it looks a little bit sketchy around, I'm not gonna be honest, that's why I'm filming this inside the car, but hey, the reviews seem very positive. Alex says, I got a free Slurpee at 7-Eleven on 7-Eleven at 7-Eleven. No joke, nailed it. 5 stars. Good for you. Jesus says, good coffee. 5 stars. Casper the Ghost says, 5 just cause everyone says so. Fun fact, it actually does have a perfect 5 stars on Google reviews. So that means, technically speaking, not only is this the highest rated 7-Eleven in Los Angeles, this is the highest rated 7-Eleven in potentially all of America. Maybe even the whole world. Okay, I don't know about that, but... Compared to the first 7-Eleven, this one definitely seemed to be in a bit more of a sketch area. There were like a ton of people just loitering outside of the store, but walking into the store, it was honestly very nice. This place looks pretty good. The place wasn't too big, but it had a nice homey feeling to it, and was super clean too. They had a wide arrangement of food and beverages, as well as a lot larger of a hot food selection. Hello everyone, welcome back. As you guys can see, we have successfully completed our second 7-Eleven run of the day, and this is from the 5-star 7-Eleven. Now, honestly speaking, when I went into this, I didn't think there would be that much of a difference between a 2-star 7-Eleven and a 5-star 7-Eleven, but low-key, there is a difference. This one had a lot more stuff. It had like an entire section where you could buy like, I don't know, dog food, detergent, and laundry stuff as well, which I didn't expect a 7-Eleven would carry. The main thing I think about the 7-Eleven that was different was, as the review said, the Slurpee section and the coffee section was insane. An entire back wall just lined with all that stuff, and of course the cashier was very friendly, very nice as well, so who knows? Yeah. For the haul now, we did manage to pick up another one of the 7-Eleven specials. This is the beef tacos. I believe it was like 10 for $3, which, I mean, they're not like anything crazy, but it's pretty good. I also got a little dessert for after the beef tacos. I got some Twinkies. I've actually never had Twinkies before, fun fact. And then, of course, who could forget the 7-Eleven Slurpee? I actually have also never gotten a Slurpee from 7-Eleven. All right, this is the first bite of the beef taco. It smells like a taco. Crispy. Still kind of reminds me of something you would get at like a school lunch, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Wash it down with, of course, oh god, this thing is melting, the 7-Eleven Slurpee. Look at this giant straw too, by the way. Definitely a Slurpee. And of course, last but not least, we have the Twinkies. Oh God, these things look like diabetes in a, in a package. What the heck? All right, first time trying Twinkies live on the camera here. Oh boy. Oh, that's sweet. It's like sponge cake with cream inside. That's literally it. All right, I can confidently say Twinkies, overhyped. This is the cleanest store I've seen in all of America. Did you know 7-Eleven sells dog food? Tacos were crispy and the cashier was super chill. 4 stars. By the time we left 7-Eleven, it was near dinner time and cameraman was getting hungry, so we stopped for some tacos on the way home. It was low-key criminal how far I had to drive to get home from that 7-Eleven, so you guys better be liking this video. Otherwise, I will have driven 3 hours for nothing. I hate this. I hate LA. Hello there. We are 15 hours into the challenge so far, and I gotta be honest, I'm kind of missing real food. I mean, like, yeah, 7-Eleven has some, snacks and some food that you can eat, but you're never gonna get like a nice, hot, nourishing meal from 7-Eleven, you know what I mean? Either way, we have a couple more hours until we reach the full 24 that we were going for. However, I believe this is going to be the final thing that we eat, at least in America. So for the main course, this is definitely a classic college student meal. We have the top ramen chicken flavor. For the drink, I was trying to hold off as long as possible by not purchasing water because I feel like no matter where you are, no matter how good or bad the 7-Eleven is, water is water and you can, always trust it. And for dessert, nothing special here. We just have a bag of Frito chips. Fun fact, these are probably one of my favorite flavors of chips along with Cheez-Its. I think this wraps up our portion of 7-Elevens in America, but this does get me wondering, what is the food gonna be like in the Asian 7-Elevens? This is one of the lowest rated 7-Elevens in Taipei, Taiwan. And honestly, I'm not even sure if I want to be here. JT says, the attitude is bad and the service is super bad. If you hire a clerk of this caliber and don't want to sell, just close the store. 1 star. It's a bit harsh. Nuran says, during off-peak hours, there were used lunchboxes in the dining area, unused food on the microwave, and a stack of food waste stickers. This consumption experience was not very good. Angry face. 2 stars. The waitress around 9 p.m. had a really bad attitude. In addition to her attitude and tone, she just threw the change on the table and ran away. Can the store please pay more attention? 1 star. Honestly, yeah, these reviews do not seem too happy with the customer service, and quite frankly, I am just a little bit scared to enter the store now. Fun fact as well, it's been almost a decade since I was last in Taiwan, but from what I remember, it is absolutely nothing like the 7-Elevens that you'll find in America. So, without further ado, let's go get some food. Just because I know at least one person out there is wondering, no, I did not fly 16 hours to Taiwan just to see what the 7-Elevens are like here. I'm actually visiting family, but I thought this would be a fun video to film while I was here, and boy, was I right. First of all, I know I'm definitely a little bit biased, but you will never find a 7-Eleven in the entirety of America that just looks visually as nice as they do in East Asia. Honestly, I think it's the lighting, since I've noticed a lot of stores in the States use this harsh white lighting that just reminds me of like schools or prisons. Same thing, I guess. The food selection is also exquisite, and while American convenience stores might carry some of the same items, you'll never find the sheer diversity of different flavors that East Asian convenience stores always seem to have. You want chips? Here's like 30 different kinds of flavors for you to choose from. You want ramen? We got it covered. Hot dogs, baked yams, tea eggs, they have it all. Hello everyone and welcome back. We have successfully completed the first 7-Eleven run in Taiwan, and let me show you what we got here. So starting off, of course, we have the main course, and in Asian convenience stores, they usually have like a bunch of just microwavable meals, and I thought we would choose one of these grilled chicken donburi. This is just, you know, something you can pop in the microwave. Next up for the drink, I decided to pick up this lemon tea. I am a big fan of lemon tea, and you know, this one in a carton looks pretty good. Of course, can't forget about snacks. I wanted to, you know, obviously I've had Asian snacks before, but I wanted to try to get stuff that I've never eaten before, and I saw these, what is this, like Wagyu potato chip blazes or something like that. And last but not least, we got the fettuccine gummy al dente bouncy bite. The convenience stores or 7-Elevens in Asia are definitely very different compared to those in the States. I looked at the reviews, none of it seemed to be about the actual store, but rather centered around the clerk itself. Going into it, I was a little bit nervous, but I did decide to test out some of these reviews. The first one that we saw was that the microwave area was messy or something like that. I did take a look over there. It looked pretty clean to me. I didn't see any like empty plates or something like that. I mean, obviously it can depend on the day, but saw nothing there, as well as my interaction with the clerk. The clerk that checked me out wasn't actually like rude, but she was very enthusiastic.
Do you have open point member? Take over by yourself. Press 9.
I think at one point she like asked me if I had like a points reward member thing with 7-Eleven, and I didn't really hear her, so I like asked her what she was saying, and she looked at me. Do you have 7-Eleven points card? And I was like, okay, I got it, but I've been talking a lot. I think it's time to try this meal. This is the new cleanest store I've ever seen in my life. The cashier is very enthusiastic about her job. Chicken bowl was delicious. Lemon tea was refreshing. Steak chips were okay, I guess. 4 out of 5 stars. After the meal, I decided to head to the nearest shopping center and do some damage. There's just so many places to shop in Taiwan, and everything is so cute. Maybe it's a good thing we're eating at 7-Eleven for the day, because my wallet was not happy. I ended up getting a few things at a blind box store, of course. But after that, it was time to head to dinner. This is one of the highest rated 7-Elevens in Taipei, Taiwan, and people seem to really like this place. Meng Fangwu says the store clerk is super helpful and enthusiastic, 5 stars. Sam says every staff is so kind and this store really has the best service, 5 stars. There are countless more reviews highlighting how nice and friendly the staff are, and honestly, this just confirms my suspicions that what separates a 1-star and 5-star 7-Eleven in Asia is not, you know, the store itself or what they have, how big it is. It really is just about the service. Obviously, we'll have to go inside and see if there are any physical differences compared to the 7-Eleven we went to earlier, but let's be real. Every 7-Eleven we go to in Taiwan is going to be pretty nice, so without further ado, let's head on in. I think my favorite part about East Asian 7-Elevens is just how different they are compared to in the States. I'm sure people who have grown up around them all their life find it nothing special, but to someone who's lived a totally different way of life up until this point, it's nice to see that we can still view even simple things like convenience stores in a new light. I've also been thinking a lot about what I prefer about American 7-Elevens, but honestly speaking, I can't think of a single thing. Cleanliness, price, diversity, Taiwan 7-Elevens honestly just have us beat in every single way. Low-key, one thing I will say in America is People really don't care what you do in public. I could be filming my entire video and lines in the store and people wouldn't bat an eye. Here in Taiwan, however, things are a bit different. I've never been fully comfortable filming in public, which is why you guys don't get too many vlogs, but we definitely got way more stares than I was comfortable with trying to get footage of me inside and outside the store. Welcome back. As you can see, we are now back at home and let me show you what I got. Okay, this isn't actually something from 7-Eleven, but look. I found these blind boxes in the department store. Incredible. They were like $15 each. Okay, need to stop spending money. That's why we're eating at 7-Eleven, okay? Anyways, now I'm here to review the real haul. Allow me to introduce to you what is going to be our dinner, I suppose. Starting off with the main course, I did see this onigiri here. This is the chicken rice onigiri. I was honestly looking for salmon, they didn't have it, but yeah, this is going to be our main course. Following that up with the drink, this is actually one of my favorite drinks of all time, Asia and America included, and I've never actually seen it in like this type of bottle. Whenever I get it, it's always in like a can from, you know, the Asian grocery stores, but this is the Haesong sarsaparilla, or Haesong sarsi for those of you who understand. You can think of this as like Asian Coke. But yeah, this, one of my favorites of all time. If you haven't tried this already, highly suggest going to your nearest Asian supermarket and picking this up. This is a must try. Number 3, keeping up with the theme of weird chip flavors that I've never seen, we got the Doritos shrimp flavor. You know, normally I'm not that big of a fan of Doritos in general, and I've certainly never seen one that, actually what flavor is this? I've certainly never seen a stir-fried garlic shrimp flavored Doritos before. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, it doesn't sound that appetizing, but I wanted to try it. I've never seen this before, so we'll have this. And of course, can't forget about dessert, the classic pudding. You can find this pretty much, honestly, everywhere, but one of my favorites as well. This is the good stuff. And I believe this is going to be our second meal in Taiwan. Now, if you want to talk about how the 5-star, or sorry, 4.8 star 7-Eleven was, honestly, the reviews were pretty much just accurate. I don't know if there's any way to really test, you know, if the staff is like friendly and if it really is what the reviews say, but I'll let you know that when I walked into the store, they greeted everyone. Whenever the, you know, little ringer went off for people entering and exiting, they on cue, on command, like they said their greeting lines, they said their thank you lines, and yeah, very nice, very polite. It's pretty much just what I expected. So I don't know if there's actually, you know, a physical difference between a low rated star, wait, what? I don't know if there's, you know, a physical difference. Like, if you want to be real, I think in terms of the physical store itself, the 2-star one was way better than the 5-star one. The 5-star was super small, honestly pretty crowded because there was a lot of foot traffic near the area, while the 2-star one had, like, you know, seating areas, self-serve microwaves, and a lot just more stuff that they sold. But here in Asia, service is king, so what can you expect? All right, time to dig in. It's been a long time since I've had one of these. Fun fact, my mom used to buy these and I would have them for lunch like every single day. Wasn't that big of a fan back then, but good stuff now. All right, this is what it looks like. That's how you open it. And this is the first bite. Oh, a little dry. I think this is actually with like brown rice, or some sort of maybe flavored chicken stock rice. Either that, or this is really old and almost expired. Hopefully, not the case, but interesting. Sorry, editor, I'm gonna eat this all right now. All right, let's wash some of that down with the Haesong sarsi. Ooh. just like how I remember, which doesn't mean much because I literally keep a stock of these in my mini fridge at all times. But next, I'm gonna take a look at the garlic fried shrimp flavored Doritos. Gonna be honest, the steak flavored Lay's chips earlier were a bit of a letdown. Hopefully these ones will be better. Kinda just looks like a Cool Ranch Dorito. Packaging almost looks like it too. That's weird. Definitely has like a slight shrimp flavor to it. Oh, I don't like that.
That smells dank.
I have come to the conclusion that Asian countries need to stop trying to innovate on chip flavors. Cool Ranch already works. Don't fix what's not broken. Would not recommend. 1 out of 5. Alright, and finishing it off, we have none other than the pudding here. I think you're actually supposed to like take a plate and you like dump it out, but I'm just gonna eat it out of the cup. They provide a little spoon, which is nice. Here's what it looks like. That is good stuff right there. If you haven't tried, you definitely need to. I believe we are currently about 8 hours into the 24-hour challenge in Taiwan, and I'm gonna be honest, this was low-key a mistake because if anything, the one thing Taiwan is known for is its food. And when I say food, I don't mean like 7-Eleven, I mean like food. So, yeah, maybe it's not that much of a exciting challenge, it's more like a punishment for me, but it's fine. We'll finish this day out and I'll see you guys when we hit the next and final 7-Eleven. Store was small but neat, staff was nice. Stay away from the garlic fried Doritos as if your life depends on it. 5 out of 5 stars. The rest of the day, honestly, wasn't even that eventful. I finished my dinner, spent hours 8 till 11 with family, got hungry around hour 12, went to 7-Eleven and bought snacks and breakfast, ate my snacks, then went to bed, slept through hours 13 to 21, ate the breakfast I bought last night, and didn't eat again until hour 24 had passed. I don't think I'll be visiting a 7-Eleven again for at least a couple of months, but you know what? I think I have come to the conclusion that in my humble opinion, East Asian 7-Elevens are indeed superior to those in America. From ambiance to food selection, they just quite literally have us beat in almost every single way, but that's just what I think, so take it with a grain of salt and let me know if you agree. Overall, it's been a super fun challenge and I'm really glad that I got the opportunity to do something like this while visiting Taiwan. So thank you guys for watching, and you know, it's you guys who support my videos who do make this possible. I really do appreciate it and just wanted to let you know that. If you'd like to see another video that I filmed while I was in Taiwan, this one is perhaps of me speaking Mandarin, then you can click here. Or don't. It's up to you, I guess, but it's kind of rude if you don't, if I'm being honest. Like, you've stayed this far, kind of obligated to click it. I'm not forcing you to, but you really should. I mean, it's a good video. I spent like 30 hours on it. Please.